about me being uncomfortable wherever I am. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me being uncomfortable with who I am.
I'm confused by this title. 5 creepy websites you shouldn't visit tonight. Now, is it like today? Like October 1st tonight? Or just like in a night in general? You know, like what's so special about tonight? Like, is it like October 1st tonight? What's going on around here? But nevertheless, I'm not getting on any of these websites whatsoever. No. I'm still getting adjusted to that light, to the ring light.
The internet is a vast resource, with many people creating benign websites in order to inform or entertain their audience, or to sell their products and services. Most people utilize the same group of sites on a regular basis, not straying from what they need,
Correct.
or what immediately appeals to them.
Correct as
Nonetheless, most of us are aware that there exist some strange and disturbing sites online, but it's unlikely that they necessarily fall within our sphere of interest. Here we look at just 5 websites that have unsettling and sometimes indecipherable premises and content. So hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy.
Only lights I'm hitting, Christmas lights. Cluck you talking about?
www.museumoftalkingboards.com.
Damn!
Ouija boards have been in existence since the late 19th century.
And I don't know why. I do know why. Jesus. I still need to find out who the first person to ever make a Ouija board. Because I really want to just go back in time and just stop that person or peoples to ever create that game. Because it's not a game. This shit is real life. God.
Originally marketed as a harmless parlor game. However, growing interest in spiritualism during this era saw them used in a more unnerving way, as a means of communicating with the dead. The Museum of Talking Boards, as they were known before the trademarked Ouija board name became the generic term for them, is a website dedicated to the history and use of this renowned paranormal instrument.
Really?
The site provides detailed information on how to use the boards properly, the superstitions surrounding them, and some of the extraordinary and frightening experiences.
Either way, you use the board, right? Whether you use it correctly or not correctly, you're still going to get clucked. Either way, you use it. Just saying. And if you have a Ouija board in your house, oh God. And if you know somebody that has a Ouija board or ever did have a Ouija board or is planning on having a Ouija board, oh God.
Other users have had whilst attempting to supposedly contact the spirit world, as well as providing links to direct visitors where to buy real talking boards. This site also has an online Ouija board to use. Many may feel apprehensive about using any form of board, particularly if they have read some of the cautionary tales given on the website beforehand. The Museum of Talking Boards refers to Ouija boards in an almost reverential manner, despite the ominous reputation that they have. Whilst this is understandable, as the site is run as a business, it still feels a little troubling, as does the variety of boards, which are easily accessed by any age group. Do you feel that the potential for contacting a malevolent spirit makes the Ouija board too dangerous to use?
Yes.
Or do you think that the stories surrounding them are just superstitious nonsense? Have you ever used one?
No.
And if so, what was your experience?
I got no experience because I'm not a dumbass.
www.artemortis.com.
What?
The launch of the World Wide Web has revolutionized the way we all shop, with a huge array of items and options to suit every age and interest. But the existence of small selection of businesses reminds us that some interests are more niche and morbid than others. The landing page for artandmortis.com certainly leaves the visitor in no doubt as to the kind of appeal their items hold, as it's explained that artem mortis translates from Latin as the art of death, and all of their merchandise available relates to departing this life in some form. There are items for sale relating to the occult, such as runes made with real blood and bones, to human remains with a skull foliage display available. Amongst these bizarre offerings are...
Oh my God! What the hell is that, bruh? Pat's head. Preserved fetal pig. A wet specimen. I don't know. $20. $20? You really do got some crazy mother cluckers out there, bro. Wow.
such as the preserved body of a fetal pig, and framed autopsy instruments, such as an authentic bone saw. If this selection of macabre offerings doesn't leave you feeling ill at ease, then perhaps their collection of murderabilia will. This section of the shop offers visitors the chance to purchase items such as a letter from the hand of Dennis Rader, the infamous BTK serial killer, or a swatch of fabric from the garments worn by Aline Wuornos just prior to her execution. Whilst we understand being interested in serial killers and assessing their behavior and crimes in a manner,
I'm not interested in that shit.
They have caused to the victims and their relatives, the sale of such items could make some people feel uneasy. Though the site assures that the criminals and their families do not financially benefit in any way from the purchase of this memorabilia,
I would.
It could be argued that selling anything associated with these notorious murderers sensationalizes these already notorious figures, raising them up to an almost iconic and celebrated status.
That's crazy.
What do you think?
I think that's crazy.
www.insacam.org.
What?
By now, most of us are aware that cameras capture our movements in shops, restaurants, on public transport, and in some cases, our place of work. Whilst we accept that these cameras are for security purposes, and that they are monitored by employees, we may not have all considered who else could be watching. Insacam.org is a Russian website that allows visitors to watch from a selection of thousands of webcams, live streaming from all over the world.
Oh, that's...
In most cases, this makes for mundane viewing.
That's weird.
As we can observe people wander through the streets, window shopping, or watch traffic whiz by.
What?
Others offer us the chance to see wildlife and stunning vistas we might not get the chance to otherwise see. Conversely though, some cameras available to watch on the website are located in more private spaces, or when the people viewed may feel that they are in a more vulnerable state. It is most likely that they are completely
Oh, that's ew. Ew, this is perfect for like sus mother cluckers, weird mother cluckers, pedophile mother cluckers, and just cluck mother cluckers. Like that's disturbing. Like I can see people using this in all kinds of weird, bad ways. God.
That anyone can voyeuristically survey them at leisure. It's possible to see inside people's homes, as well as their gardens and balconies.
Really,
The
bruh?
viewer can also watch people at work in offices, warehouses, and cafes. Perhaps more disconcerting is the ability to see into nursing homes, where the capacity for anyone to watch frail and elderly people whose health concerns could manifest in a variety of ways, which they do not wish to be seen, is particularly alarming. It's due to the owners not altering the default password for their security cameras that allows sites like this to access them and give visitors of the site an eye into their lives.
Wow.
Though Insacam claims that no cameras breach anyone's privacy, if any are found to do so, they will be removed from the site. It's easy to see that some already do, and it's doubtful that all subjects of the webcams are aware of it. The fact the website have incurred criticism before for having links to cameras that allow the viewers to observe partially clothed women only makes this website even creepier.
Yeah.
www.planecrashinfo.com.
I heard about this.
If you're a nervous
Oh,
flyer,
that.
then this is certainly not the website for you, and we'd suggest you skip this topic. The name of this site encapsulates exactly what it's about: a comprehensive catalogue of information regarding aviation disasters. Whilst the homepage provides details about recent crashes that have occurred, it's possible to search for specific crashes, as well as view data and photographs of crashes over the years. There is even a breakdown of all the major airlines and how many crashes they have had throughout their history, as well as lists of the worst crashes, accidents that have occurred due to unusual circumstances, and crashes that have involved famous individuals. What is perhaps the most profoundly sad and distressing content of the site is to be found under the last words section. Here reside transcripts of the final conversations to take place between the pilots of the doomed planes and the air traffic control staff. To compound the sense of tragedy, some of these incidents also have links to the audio recordings of these last exchanges. And it's heartbreaking to listen to the fear of those on board and the tone of despair in the voices of the ground crew. Though the website maintains a respectful tone, and we are in no way faulting that, it is disturbing material to read and listen to, and stays with you long after you've encountered it.
Oh, God, thank you.
www.sentimentalcore.org. Now, this is a truly bizarre website, and little seems to be known about it or the real identity of its creator. Sentimentalcore.org offers up a selection of videos and songs created and compiled by an individual who goes by the name of Randy Prozac. The videos consist of distorted voices, strange animations, and people wearing an assortment of masks and odd disguises. The content uploaded to the website focuses largely on the perceived brainwashing of the masses, the corruption of the government, the Illuminati, the illusion of free will, and the brutality of human nature. Many of the songs and videos contain explicit language and images, mixed in amongst other footage, sometimes with cuts to news broadcasts and sound bites from public personas. The overall effect is bewildering. Here is a brief expert to give you an idea of what you can expect to find on this site.
Who the hell will go on this site? Wow, wow. What the hell is wrong with people? Who does stuff like this?
It's difficult to know how much of the site is meant to be humorous and how much is a serious statement by the creator, due to the conflicting messages the website gives. For instance, on one page, there is a proclamation that no transphobia, Islamophobia, sexism, racism, ableism, or hate speech will be tolerated. But many of the lyrics' messages...
Really? None of that is tolerated. But when you go on this site and you see this stuff, you damn near have a heart attack. You damn near dying. Really?
Provided on the site feed into these distasteful areas, or sentimentalcore.org merely created as a joke to shock and intrigue, or is it the meandering thoughts of a truly troubled mind? There is an interview with the mysterious Randy Prozac, in which he or she confesses to using brain-altering frequencies and infrasound on the site. The responses given to the questions posted in the interview consist of rambling, semi-coherent thoughts, and reveal a sense of contempt for society in general. This fails to dispel the sense of unease generated by this truly unsettling site, which will no doubt continue to perplex and disconcert visitors for some time yet. So that's 5 disturbing websites that, although we are not suggesting you view, we know most likely you will view at least one of these.
Well,
out of all this video, which of these did you find the most troubling? We hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of already viewed it in a sense through the video. But that's about it. I'm not about to go to these websites. There's no amount of money that will cause me to go to these websites. Ever. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say that would get me to get on these websites. No, bruh. Nope. Never. Yeah, especially the Ouija board one. Jesus. I can't believe we have people out here that's just crazy and just weird and just creepy and just all of that. Like, we have people like this that just live among us. You know, sometimes you work with these motherfuckers. Sometimes these people are your neighbors or your classmates. Or like, that's really, really disturbing. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got teared up. I started to like tear up. What number was it? Number 2, talking about the planecrashinfo.com. Who would want to like? Okay, I mean, I get it. You know, you want to know some information on a plane crash, but then it's like, would you want to know people's last words before the actual impact? And I don't know if it's like, I mean, obviously you can read what people have said right before those last few seconds of like impact, but I want to know, I'm not going to the website, but I want to know if it's audio too from the people's last words. That would be crazy. But yeah, I started to tear up because it's like, you're in a plane and it's just you seeing that go down. Like, you're seeing, wow, you're seeing a crash. Oh my God, I can't even, all of those people, thousands of people just dead, gone, seriously injured. And it's crazy. Like, you will go to a website and there's people's last words right before they die. That's really, oh my God. But yeah, that one really got me because like, they had no chance. That's man. And then with the whole camera thing, number 3 with the cameras, that's just, delete that. That's disturbing. Like, you making it seem like anybody and everybody can just go onto this website with the security cams and just watch people. Especially the ones that have cameras in their house, but they don't put on like a password, or like they don't lock their cameras or whatever, to where the owners of the cameras only have access and not clocking everybody else. So because you didn't put a password on there, your cameras that is in your house, somebody, like, your house can be in what, Australia, but because like you don't put a password, or it's not locked, you know, somebody in America or like somebody in India, I don't know, can just go to this website with the cameras, security cameras, and just check you out. Like, that's weird, bro. That's very disturbing. So go ahead and close that down, because I already see where that's going. And I feel like it's already been there too. But that Ouija board, that number, yeah, and the fact that we still use Ouija boards, that's beyond me. That's beyond me. I'm never going on these websites ever again. I said ever again, like I been on these websites. I never have, and I never will. But That's just me. There's a lot of people that's gonna go to these websites, and that's cool. It's not really cool, but I'm saying it's cool. Just know what you're getting yourself into, especially with the Ouija board one. And yeah, just you do you, but just know the consequences before you go to any of these websites, because you will get clocked up one way or another. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.
That's why. Why didn't tell me you was recording? He rude. He didn't even tell me he was recording. Like, that's some stuff. He didn't tell me he was recording at all. The waterfall is really pretty.